So let me tell you all about my trip, about how I explored LA with a complete stranger that I met back in my trip on Mexico. And you know, your girl has to drop some gems of all the tips and tricks that I learned on my travel to LA. You can always use these tips whenever you decide to travel to LA. You're welcome. And my favorite part of all, I'm gonna share with you the most budget-friendly activities to do in LA, especially if you're trying to be bougie but cheap. You know? "2022, I just wanna live, damn it." And what better place to do it than Hollywood? Los Angeles. Beach waves, fresh tacos, fast cars, and high class. Los Angeles. From the time I was a little girl, I always dreamed of living in LA, being an actress, living in one of those beautiful mansions on the hills, being followed by paparazzi. Yes, I had that dream. And you know, it's never too late. Okay, y'all, story time. Let me tell you how I ended up exploring LA with a stranger. Earlier this year, I touched down in Cancun with my best friend, and we had so much fun. Our hotel was nice, the food was great. On our last day, we went snorkeling. Before we went in the water, we ended up meeting a beautiful group of lovely ladies that we just vibed with and connected over the beautiful experience of being in the water and seeing the turtles, the fishes, and so much more of the wonders of God. I would highly recommend to go snorkeling if you're ever in Mexico, that is, or anywhere else. I can do a video about my Mexico experience. Just let me know and comment below. Okay, so back to story time. So me and one of the girls ended up kicking it off, bonding over real estate and exchanging social media and staying connected. So that's how we ended up here in LA, together exploring. That's my friend Irvin filming. Thanks, Irv. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you some tips that I learned along the way as a first-time traveler in LA. If you're gonna catch a flight, I would highly suggest that you catch a flight with Delta or any other airline other than Spirit. On my first leg there, I flew Delta, and with Delta, I enjoyed some perks that I did not enjoy with Spirit. With Delta, my personal item was included and my carry-on item was included with my luggage. This was not the case for Spirit. With Spirit, on my leg back, I had to pay $46 to check my bag in. And this was cheaper than checking in a carry-on item. Wow. What is a wow? So definitely recommend to not fly Spirit. That is if you are somebody that packs heavy. If you're not a heavy packer, I highly suggest Spirit because guess what? Those flights are cheap, but the baggage is expensive. Tip number 2, when you do get to LA, depending on how you get there, if you're flying, make sure that you have somebody to pick you up at the airport or that you get a rental car. LA is not a place that has public transportation like that, so definitely make sure that you have a way to get around. I was super lucky to have my friend Irvin show me around. him, y'all. ECU's players. OG players back in the day. The only downside about not having your own car in LA is that you have to move on other people's time. I didn't really mind. I came on a relaxed trip, work trip, so the areas I needed to go were limited, but next time I am definitely getting a rental car. LA right now is giving me Miami vibes, huh? Let me call Catherine. If you really want to enjoy LA, please do not stay downtown. And I know by the looks of it, our hotel looks like the bomb, but trust me, it's haunted. The reason why you should not stay downtown is because all of the favorites of the locals is on the outskirts of LA. You want to be around Venice Beach area, Santa Monica, and you want to be around the areas where you can enjoy balconies with your hotels. You don't have much of that downtown area. Okay guys, now to my favorite part, the budget-friendly activities to do in LA. So this is definitely an LA local favorite. If you happen to be in LA, make sure to stop at one of the food trucks and grab yourself a taco. I grabbed myself more than a taco. I grabbed a torta and some quesadillas. With the torta, which is one of my fave, it's just a meat sandwich that you can dress up. I got some steak, asada, dress up with some Cheetos, hot Cheetos, and it was delicious. So make sure that you check out this budget-friendly option. Okay, so depending on your pockets, tip number 2, I would definitely stop by a grocery store and just snack it up. I love my food and I love my snacks, I love my chocolate, and I love my drinks. I'm bougie, but guess what? I'm balling on a budget. So make sure that you get all your faves at the grocery store and stock it up, because those LA prices are not a joke. Okay? Our next stop on our journey was the Griffith Observatory. Wow, what a beautiful building. Located just above Hollywood, this magnificent building can be seen for miles. Now, let me share with you some tips. If you decide to drive to this location, make sure that you have money for parking. It's about $10 to park. Also, you can feel free to ride your bike or hike up. No worries there. But we decided to drive. Also, make sure that you have a jacket because it does get a little bit windy at night if you're trying to catch the sunset or the stars. Another thing that we learned is if you do want to enter the exhibit itself or go up on the balcony like you see some of the folks are on, make sure that you have your COVID vaccination or proof of your COVID vaccination in hand. You can have a picture or the document in hand. If you don't, they will not allow you to enter. Also make sure that you have a valid ID. We just decided to walk around, which was just as good for us, and the skyline was just beautiful. We also were able to catch the sunset, which was just breathtaking. They have a few things that you can do while you're walking around, such as view the telescope, and you can see the tower. I think it was like a telephone tower or some type of tower through the telescope, and it just zoomed in really close. This was my favorite part of our trip. We went on a beautiful boat ride. Look at Nikisha enjoying herself with her freaking donut from Bob's Donut. It was just a great day, so I would highly suggest that you go paddle boating. It was my first time paddle boating, and it was such a great experience. I would highly suggest that you do take a jacket out there. Make sure that you have some closed-toe shoes because there is a fountain, and the admission fee for our paddle boating was $11. We did find this trip on Groupon because guess what? Your girl is all about saving coins. So it was a really great experience. They also have a nightlight version where basically the lights at the front of the boat light up and you're like glowing in the water. It's really nice. It is a workout, so make sure that you have your snacks, you have your little music. We were really jamming and having a really nice time. I am now hungry again, so I'm about to eat my taco. So bon appetit on the boat. It's about to be messy. Enjoying the California breeze, watching the beautiful houses, viewing the magnificent tall palm trees, and just enjoying the water. It was a great day. Okay, so next up is the famous Hollywood sign. Wow, breathtaking. You can go and view the Hollywood sign by hiking up to the Hollywood sign. Full hike is about 4 miles, but you could drive halfway up, park on the side, and hike the rest. It was beautiful seeing all the homes and mansions on our hike. It really gave me motivation to work harder. I would highly suggest to take the beautiful hike up the Hollywood sign because the view is just beautiful, and most importantly, it is free. Next is the beautiful restaurant Gracias Madre. Gracias Madre. After our beautiful Hollywood hike, my friend treated me for my birthday treat. It was the most pleasant experience ever. Our table was amazing. Our service was fast. And I just really loved the decor. It looked like something that we could have back home. I really loved the outdoor feeling. The air was really nice. And the service was exceptional. I ended up getting the French toast. My African people, they would be dying right now seeing that dog on the table. Next up is sightseeing at the Grove. The Grove is home to several stores, such as the Gucci outlet. Obviously, you know your girl didn't go there because I don't got coins for that, but we did check out some other stores such as ASOS, which is beautiful. And a lot of LA stores tend to have like this Instagram influencer vibe, and everything about LA just screams creativity and freedom. Next up, you definitely have to make sure you stop at the farmers market, home to all the fresh food, drinks, and everything that LA has to offer in one place. This is Salon's Shaka Stevens Streets. This is definitely a family place. Make sure to grab some ice cream and tacos and donuts, because that's exactly what we did. So we got our ice cream. Can you tell I ain't licked anything in a while? I was making love to that ice cream. I had to do my happy dance because, whoop, that beignet was hitting the spot. And finally, definitely one for the books. Make sure that you spend an evening and a sunset at Santa Monica Pier. It was so beautiful, so breathtaking. Just seeing happy people walking, being happy, being in love, dreaming, enjoying the waves, enjoying some funnel cakes, spending time with their family. Just living. You see people living on Santa Monica Pier. That doesn't happen in my state. Usually people are so focused, living their own life, working, that they never take the time to just enjoy the simple things. And that's what I love about LA. The people just love the simple things. Reminds me a lot of back home. Enjoying the water, laughing, greeting people that you don't know. It feels a lot like home.
The way I want to eat this, can we go eat in the car? I don't even want the wind to disturb me.
She said the way she want to eat her funnel cake is not how she eat it in Africa.
What are we talking about?
Finally, you must catch the breathtaking sunset on the Santa Monica Pier.
She said, oh my God, look at
The water.
Okay, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for listening to my story time about my explorations with my stranger friend that I met in Mexico. I hope that my travel tips were helpful for you whenever you decide to come to LA. I also hope that you try out these budget-friendly activities that you could use anytime you decide to explore LA. Thank you so much, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button for more videos and content to come.
Yana baby. Ooh, oh, oh. Boy, you know my body necessary. Boy, you know my body necessary. Even the feeling, baby, necessary.